Hello, welcome back to Dragon Quest IV, Chapter the Chosen. Last time we reached the underworld. This time we seem to have reached a sanctuary within the underworld.
That fire turned into a person. That doesn't happen often. I gotta take down all the barriers. Damn, X-Death. You're kinda slacking there.
Sarah is protected by 4 barriers. Thankfully, we have the shrine that we can return to heal. We can take down these 4 barriers in any order, but that will mean nothing to you on your first playthrough because there's nothing to indicate which boss fight you're doing. So, on subsequent playthroughs, you might have a preference, but on your first playthrough, you're just gonna do them whatever order you find them.
Also, you don't get to rest. Get back out there. You want to take a break, you just close the D. No, I meant that she didn't offer to quit after you save.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that.
You don't get to go to bed. Keep your DS on. Do not turn it off. I feel like somebody here is gonna try to kick our ass.
Wonder who that could be. Oh fuck, there's 3 of them!
I'm 3 guys, actually. Blog, I'm a dragon, or 3.
Alright. Shavrak here is going to try and give us some trouble. Every fight to take down the barrier is reasonably difficult, so we're gonna go with following orders for everyone. I'm not leaving anything up to chance. Have our Kirill Kabuff standby. Since this is one group, we're also gonna Kasap. So our stat boost will probably carry the day here.
And it's this guy. It's this kind of guy.
This was one of the weaker ones.
But it's still 3 of them, so they can just do that a lot.
It's a good thing we immediately had Kirill put up the Kabuff. Now he's free to do other actions.
Gee, I wonder what actions those will be. Maybe healing forever.
We'll throw down one more Kasap, just so Ragnar can start deleting health bars.
Oh, well, that wasn't so bad.
Yep. What happens when you melt their defense?
Having the ability to smite everybody on the field is also pretty good. And they were nice and made it so, I'm guessing, all of the barriers let all your party members in.
I was gonna say, Shavrak there, displaying surprising amount of empathy for his boss. He wouldn't normally get a, you know, my glorious leader has suffered enough at this point in the game. Like, you're just expecting a, you know, Sano-sama Banzai. You're not expecting introspection. Also, we have to read this whole spiel every time we come back here to heal and save. It is the only thing they can do to dissuade you from coming back here every time.
Well, it's not gonna work. 'Cause I'm not marathoning these guys.
Why would you? It's a free heal.
Can you just, like, leave a bottle of water out for us to drink every time? Like, come on. Do like just the unavoidable poison swamp outside. They're gonna get you at least once.
Yeah. Alright, if we touch these statues, they throw us back to the beginning. Thankfully, they don't follow us left or right. Oh wait, they just... Why didn't they do that the entire time?
Here's the spread again.
Oh. Well, that's awfully sporting of him.
Okay, well.
Yeah, if
No,
you
we're not
fall
doing
for
that.
that, he starts the fight with a preemptive attack.
Oof, yeah, nope. Look, I like a bit as much as anybody else, but yeah, that doesn't seem like something you want. That's not worth it.
Alright, well, we know how this works by this point.
And there's only one of him, so... That's nice.
There's only one of him, and on your first run through of that, he might be starting every fight, or the first fight with the preemptive attack.
Mm-hmm.
So he is not the toughest boss.
And he chose the worst person to strike first. Both times.
Yeah, and he chose to do 2 physical attacks after we buffed, so... Okay, now we get to see Oop in action. We might have seen it before, but now we're really gonna see it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything from Sophia.
302.
for Ragnar.
Jesus. It's still only physicals.
Alright, now Sophia. Yeah, even when Sophia is buffed up, she's doing considerably less than Ragnar.
Alright, well, at least he finally did something different. And boy, it did not help you, because Ragnar just said no.
Everybody, defense is back up.
Alright, well, yeah, no, I'm not super impressed by this guy. Look, I'm sorry, the other guy was 3 guys. That's fancy animation, at least.
What's that with? Where do you learn anything at this level? You don't.
And we got a
goody,
club.
An oaken club.
It's
Shit
so
was obsolete
helpful.
in the first chapter.
Uh-huh. Ragnar, are you Lena or something?
The statues are gone.
Ah, 'twas a load-bearing boss.
I could cast the spell that lets you walk over damage tiles, but I'm not doing that for a single step over a damage tile.
Yeah. At that point,
that's more inconvenient than just taking the damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know the barriers are the key, half of them are gone. We know the deal, seriously, please, just a little goblet, maybe 4 goblets, with some water in it, we'll just drink that, and we'll leave.
Alright. Now we have to actually walk a decent distance to the next place.
Okay,
Yeah,
there
there
we
are
go.
random encounters on this, man.
I was about
Swingers.
to ask. We're not interested.
Nice thing about these guys that after you beat them, you can take the bowl full of keys.
Well, he tried.
Oh god. Unlike the ogres, these guys don't keel over at the first provocation. Well, they're doing better than the guy we just fought.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know we don't have any stat buffs, but seriously. Guy whose name I've already forgotten. Keep up.
Trust Lass or something.
Good old Trust Lass. You do have a free heal point, so you do get unlimited uses of Zing, but I did notice that also, in addition to not offering you to take a rest, you didn't get any other services other than heal and save at that angel.
Yep. This is very straightforward.
You guys suck and I hate you. I'm gonna kill you now.
This is Barbados.
So far, I feel like the first guy we fought was the most interesting personality-wise. He didn't have much, but he did have something.
Yeah.
That second guy tries to trick you. Man, Barbados, what do you have? I'm unimpressed, Barbados. Just sets his base up with a big ladder and think that we're gonna be impressed by that? No. Oh, there we go. Belching flames.
Yeah, he does have this, unfortunately. Kiro might be busy the rest of the fight.
Well, at least you have multi-heal now.
Still bust out to make this fight go by faster.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it is weird that they put one of the most straightforward of these barrier bosses in like one of the 2 points further from the starting distance.
Yeah, like, in all likelihood, you're not gonna do this guy first.
Yeah. It's a pretty short and simple part of the game. But I do like this part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I like that there's just, 4 bosses you can fight whatever order you want. It's close enough to the end that you're not really relying on level ups to get more power anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to actually know how to use the moves that you have.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, bye, Boria. Well, okay, fair enough. Alright, Barbados, you can do some damage. But yeah, this is a game that does not have a lot of bosses. There's so many dungeons that you just sort of go through and you're just done.
Yeah. I should mention, Kirill is wearing something that reflects magic damage.
Yeah, I
In case you've
figured.
forgotten. It's not just an effect of the move.
Yeah, Barbados is just really bad at hitting Kirill. Okay, there we go. Oh boy,
We
American
already
Star.
have one of those. Kirill's been building that for a while. Yeah, that's the kind of dialogue you expect to read when you do this section.
Mm-hmm. Ha ha ha, nerds. I'm not owned, you're gonna be owned. Anyway, I am dying of blood loss, though.
Alright, can you guess what we're doing next?
Returning all the way to the overworld, because we have one more side quest that we never got to.
Hang on a minute. You guys are way outdated. That's not even a palette swap, is it?
I mean, he's surviving, so...
Well, actually, looking closer, I think to close your palette swap. It's just
Hard to tell.
see.
Hey, us again. You know, you don't have to be fire. I guess that's a disguise or something.
You also really don't have to go through the whole spiel, like we get it at this point. Like, as much as I complain, the quote-unquote solutions to this is shit like, you only get to save down here once.
Yeah.
Or you only get to heal once, so I'd rather it be, you know, a little annoying, but still helpful.
Mm-hmm. Got so much Yggdrasil do.
Yeah. Stocked up to whatever little extent we could.
Yeah, so the Yggdrasil is a big old special tree, but I've got so much dew from it. And I mean, like, a bottle of this stuff has to at least have a decent amount of water in it, right? It's a decent looking vial for a thing filled with dew, of all things. It's one of the smallest increments of water you can get.
Well, we don't know the scale, and, you know, vial implies a pretty small bottle.
Alright. Yggdrasil, how much you sweating up there?
We're
Yggdrasil,
slapping
what
all
does
of
your
the vibe
morning
items on
sweats look
Tornico.
like?
Tornico has his uses as a wild card. I didn't get it to happen during this playthrough, but he can spawn an army of merchants that will appear and attack whatever enemy you're fighting with his own attack power 3 times. And you
That
can
is
get
very
that to
funny.
happen during the final boss, and it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But
Ragnar just summons an army of Napon and just trample the last boss. I'm Sorrow, and I'm very sad about my dead girlfriend. Oh god, what are those things?
we measure, find treasure, find specters till we die. Anyways, I'm not explaining my item use here. I think you can probably figure out why I'm giving the seeds I am to the characters I am.
Mm-hmm.
I've been holding on to these seeds for too long. Might as well pop all of them now.
Yep.
But yeah, as I was saying, if you're not an advanced user and you're just fucking around with Tornico because you played the game enough times that you have fun using the wild card like that. His main use is going to be as an item caddy, if for whatever reason you lose access to your other healers. So you mainly want him with your revival items, so he can bring people back up to speed in an emergency situation.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I didn't realize how few hit points Mina had. As a Dragon Quest healer, you expect her to be a bit hardier.
Yeah, my only other frame of reference for Dragon Quest healer is Kirill, so I guess I didn't really notice that as much, but yeah, she is a little more frail than Kirill.
How out of date is the lethal armor?
Feels like... Okay,
Well,
yeah, 78 points killed him, so... I was gonna say, it feels like we saw that guy a long time ago. And, yes.
Ah. Mina learns Kerplunk. We've had Kerplunk bracers for a while. Kerplunk is a healing spell that kills the caster.
So,
Fully revives your entire party, but will kill the caster.
That is just a panic button then.
I'm sure there are ways to, use it to break the game, but I wasn't particularly interested in using those. He's got tired of Boria, so we're swapping him out for Maya. Maya doesn't have him, but she's more fun to use in all other situations. Dang. This one feels like a whole proper dungeon. Or at least a mini dungeon.
Zombie mail.
Zombie mail.
That seems
That's
totally
cursed.
safe to use. Ah.
Don't wear it. It will actually reduce your defense to 0. And you won't be able to remove it without leaving the entire world map.
Oh yeah.
Remember, we had to go through a dungeon to get down here.
Yep. That angel only provides 2 services.
You might be able to zoom down here, but I wouldn't rely on that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, that's nice of you. Oh, well.
My god. You were the secret manipulator behind everything.
My god, Amon, to think he was behind all of this.
Yeah, I've been trying to be nicer about storytelling in Dragon Quest, but their attempts at plot twists sometimes are just like this.
I don't really know if that's a plot twist, more so just... I guess we should throw that detail in there. Do we want to do, some kind of foreshadowing? You maybe introduce this character? No.
Fucking last episode show a Toku-ass writing.
What do you mean you cared about the guy who did it all along? Isn't it enough that he was there all along? No? Huh. Worth it.
I was about to say, yeah, well, Amon reflected that, but, got rid of those fuckers. Let's see Omni heal in action. days I may or may not have been paying attention. Yeah, I thought it was, I thought, you know...
Wore off after one hit.
After one use. Yeah. So we have to pay attention. If only I remembered what my sword could do.
Also, now that those other guys are dead, it's so weird that you're just kind of off to the side, my dude.
Yeah.
Like, it looks awkward for you, and you could have made the battle harder by putting, like, 2 on one side, 1 on the other, and then, you know, even if you're only aiming for the flunkies first to not hit the reflect spell, it's still harder. Like, you didn't strategize. For some guy who orchestrated the events in this game, I don't know if you really put that much thought into this.
I wanted to see if the AI would find something for Maya to do. It didn't. This guy's no longer a threat. I really wish I'd remembered what my sword could do. Oh?
Oh. What that sword do?
I'm too scared to rely on Sophia going first, so... Maya will hold off until the next round. God damn it.
And of course.
Remember what your items can do, folks.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
Helps prevent shit like this. Soma's not a pushover, but I feel like he might be the least threatening of these bosses, at least on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not helping that his main attack seems to be Kaswoosh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That is so
He's
easily
not
healed up.
Around.
Best thing he did was cast Reflect. That's it.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get any Frizzles in. God damn it.
This is probably a better fight for physical fighters then.
Yeah, I should have just brought Elena. Sophia can handle crowd control and wipe out those drooling ghouls really quick.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to bring in another spellcaster. You can get by with Sophia, Ragnar, Elena, and probably Kiro to heal. Oh, thank fucking God. Alright, well, we took care of the man behind the man before we took care of the man.
Alright,
He's
well
also the
then,
only one of these
that's
fights
your
that
plot.
doesn't drop. He's also the only one of these fights that doesn't drop a treasure chest.
Mm-hmm. You're really hyping up the wrong guy.
Listen, you can't put him over after he's dead. I don't give a shit. Well, let's just jump down.
Alright, well, unlike X-Death, we had to destroy all 4, but they were a lot less elaborate than X-Death's barrier towers, so... feel like a kind of a mixed bag there. Each method has its pros and cons.
So, there is a trope that I have a particular name for that I don't know if I'm I think I've appropriated a term that's supposed to mean something else, and then changed the meaning that you'll understand, but maybe the viewer won't. You'll know exactly what I mean when I say CEO of racism.
Alright.
But what I mean by that is, as you would often put it, taking a concept that is very complex, multifaceted, and highly damaging, and trying to embody
Stuff
it in
into
a
one
single
guy.
character. Yeah, so you beat that, you've solved the problem. Ahmad is our CEO of racism here. He is, he manipulated the humans into attacking Rose. Now, you could argue that he was able to do that because of existing racism. The racism doesn't come from him, he just took advantage of it. But we're talking about perception here.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's one of the few people to do something like that, you kill him and then you don't encounter racism for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I guess it's just a matter of... It worked to piss off Sorrow, so, like... The main thing about it is just get a handful of guys to really fuck it all up for everybody.
I think the internet at large just uses CEO of racism to describe a very racist person. But I like our definition better because it gives a reason to use the term CEO.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's in charge of racism. He's the one doing it.
And we enacted CEO destruction tonight.
You get rid of him, the board of directors will replace him with somebody who's not racist.
It's just a slime now.
Man,
That's a name.
I fucking hate what the internet has done to the term goon. Not just for the obvious reasons, but like... You know, when those human interest pieces started about people gooning, they were trying to... I'm sorry, I'm going to say this on your fucking channel. They were trying to achieve orgasm without stimulation. Or without physical stimulation. They were trying to just look at so much porn that they would ejaculate without touching themselves. That was the point. And instead the internet just said, this is another term for someone who masturbates. We have a term for that. It's someone who masturbates. Fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna make fun of people for having sexuality, you don't have to co-opt terms that have set meanings that are useful in other contexts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm normally not as, like, Old Man Yells at Cloud about, like, new slang, but if you've ever said gooner and meant it, I hate you. I don't think you deserve happiness.
So now that they're dead, is it too late for a caught them with their pants down joke, or...
You heard what I just said. Anyways, Tornico leveled up.
For what that's worth.
Anyways, you made some comment about it not really counting as a twist, but Ivan's involvement is the main plot twist of this game. The fact that Sorrow wasn't purely motivated by, like, hatefulness, and was instead motivated by sorrow, and his feelings are manipulated in that manner, was supposed to be shocking to the player.
Mm-hmm. I think the important part of that already happened a while ago. That there was a man behind it really does not do much for me. It's just extremely Saitama. Okay.
I mentioned Sho Eritogusazu because they did that all the time. There was always, like, a new guy you had to worry about in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, this character would be so interesting if you established him.
We don't need to establish villains. What are you talking about? They're the bad guy. You just don't like the bad guy. That's it. That's all. What do you mean you want more to that? What do you mean you want the antagonist to actually be like a character and not just a force?
They don't need to necessarily be complex, but they need to be established. You need
Mm-hmm.
to tell us who they are before they matter.
Yeah, so like... the most memorable villains are the ones that kind of just do something stupid, like pull out a coffin and get into it before they explode. Can't remember anything else that guy did.
Do you even remember his name?
I think he was like a bird-themed guy.
He was Archbishop Wing.
Yeah, okay, I was like a quarter of the way there.
He had a vague bird theme. He was also only in the show for like 3 episodes, right?
He was not in for long now.
Like, there were 4 generals in V3. The first one took up most of the time. The second guy was too racist, so they killed him really quickly. And they didn't have any plans for Archbishop Wing, I guess, so he shows up for 2 episodes. And then when V3 kicks him, he's like, oh, well, time for me to die, and he crawls into a coffin.
He just gets in there.
He just sees the coffin and, like, solemnly nods, like, I see, my time has come. The coffin has appeared.
After the last 2 guys, I've been kind of ready for this, honestly.
And then they got their shit together for the 4th guy. Crab General, or whatever the hell his name was.
Go ahead, it's this guy again.
Hold on, we've done this already. But yeah, Crab General has a rapport with the Rider Man, so that's fine. He's not quite as memorable as... You know, I say that. I can't actually remember the name of the first guy, I just remember he was around for long enough that he felt like a real presence.
The first V3 guy, you know him, you love him. He was there.
Was it Colonel Monster? Or Colonel Zot? Those are 2 separate characters, but they're the same.
Yeah, there's a lot of major Kamen Rider villains from the Showa era that I'm just not going to remember.
General Monster might have been the guy from Skyrider that, one episode ends with Skyrider just like he's going, General Monster's trying to escape, and, you know, like every episode, like, oh, he's gonna get out of there, and Skyrider will be like, this will go different next time, but no, Skyrider bursts in through the wall before he can get out, and he starts, like, breaking his arms.
Oh, right. Yeah, that did kind of rule.
It's like... It is the sort of thing you don't really get with the, tighter, you know, better serialized storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
You never get like, oh, this is just a random episode, but it feels like it could end everything today. Because the hero just showed up in the villain's lair and is beating the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm. Just followed you home, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, there are just so many early Kamen Rider villains, and unless there's somebody like Apollo Geist, they're gonna drop out of my brain.
Yeah, I was about to say, gotta make sure we don't forget to mention the best show in general before he died and then came back and sucked and then died again.
Mm-hmm.
They'd already, like, designed another character. A guy shows up in a costume that's a little too elaborate for a Monster of the Week costume, and then they kill him off so that they can have Apollo Geist stay on for more episodes, and then they just forget how to write him.
Mm-hmm.
He is so much worse after he dies. It is insane.
Yeah, should have just stuck to it.
And it's not like they were ever going to top the fucking scene when Tachibana is like going through his cafe, like, god damn it, I had to send these guys a compensation complaint, and then an envelope full of money lands in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Then Apollo Geist walks in and he's like, that ought to cover the damages, and then hands a more ornate letter, like, oh, and this is my condolences for Jin Keisuke's funeral. I have no ill will against you. I'd hate for you to think ill of me just because I killed your friend. And then he just leaves. Tachibana immediately calls Jin, like, hey, I don't know if you ought to be worried. And I just saw some weird thing happen.
Some guy came in and was talking about your funeral. You doing all right, buddy? I'm starting to think that may have been an elaborate death threat.
This dungeon does have some like puzzle-solving mechanics, but whatever. This is the final dungeon. You know what dungeons look like in this game now. We're just gonna keep talking about Kamen Rider.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, partway through the dungeon, yeah, we just got hit by a factory reset, so we're just talking about Kamen Rider.
What was the male general in Super 1 that made it the longest? It's like something Ghost. Was it just General Ghost?
Maybe?
I remember him because he is like the most nothing of those generals. The other guy is like Commander Jack-O-Lantern. He has a very distinct design and he has a cool fight with Kamen Rider. And then there are the two women who are, you know, attractive actresses, so they stand out for that. General Ghost just kind of like is there and sucks until he's the last one left. And he opens his final episode by saying, like, I will turn the people you love against you, Super One. And then he does. By the end of that episode, the people of Tokyo are like tying Super One to the back of a car and dragging him through the streets. It's the best episode of Super One.
Yeah, man, there were a lot of good groups in Showa era. I think the other problem is, like, I also kind of have a problem remembering, like, what each Kamen Rider has to do. Like, I remember their designs and their general characters, but they don't really have any series themes that it's really tied to them or the villains, so, like, you could show me a cool group of villains and be like, yeah, I liked those guys. Which series were they from? I don't remember.
Anyways,
oh, hey,
we made it
volcano.
through the last dungeon, which means, if you recall, we have to use the Baron's Bugle to summon our wagon, so we can fight the final boss as intended.
All right,
right now,
wagon. Do you have any tents? We kind of need a heal spot. Also, could you bring a priest, please?
With this being my second run of the game, and doing this for a Let's Play, I might be a bit over-prepared, just to make sure I don't have a bunch of, like, annoying retakes. But the final boss of this game is a whole lot of fun to do with a full crew like this. Everybody has their role, and you can really quickly find out what the boss's deal is such that you can prepare around it. I'm picking this team pretty deliberately. I mean, this team pretty deliberately. And we will go more into my strategy next week. We confront sorrow and bring everything to an end, and maybe we won't talk about Kamen Rider so much.